It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday morning, July 13th. I'm James Spann. Hey, it's going to be hot this week. That's nothing earth-shattering for July in Alabama, but we do note there could be a few pretty strong storms around here, maybe later today, tomorrow, or tomorrow night. Not everywhere, but maybe in a few spots. Let's talk about it. Upper high is located over Texas and Oklahoma. This morning, we are on the eastern periphery of that with a northerly flow aloft. So storms that move in here will move from north to south today. And, of course, the big action is up north. Pretty nasty-looking line of storms near Milwaukee. That'll be coming down toward Chicago later this morning. That's a severe thunderstorm watch in effect there. Now, we've got a heat advisory for parts of Alabama. And, I've said this before. I'm not a big fan of, chopping the state up like that. Like Jefferson and Shelby counties are in. And then you just cross the line over to St. Clair and Talladega counties, and there's no heat advisory. It's going to be hot everywhere. And I don't know if anybody notices the difference. And again, we're not going to insult your intelligence by telling you to go to an air-conditioned room. But look, it's July. Just use your common sense, and it's hot. Up north, flash flood watches for parts of Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois. Again, that severe thunderstorm watch near Chicago. And look at that. Boy, it's a big old moderate risk for this time of the year. From near Chicago down into Kentucky. That includes Louisville, Bowling Green, Indianapolis. An enhanced risk, and really the moderate enhanced border is right around Cincinnati, where they've got the Home Run Derby tonight. Be an interesting evening of weather watching. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem there. For us, a slight risk, the standard risk into extreme North Alabama, and all of Alabama in a marginal risk. So understand, most places won't get rain today, but where the storms do pop this afternoon, they could be pretty strong. And then tomorrow we have the standard slight risk over about the northern third of the state, with an enhanced risk for the northeastern corner and a marginal risk down to Dothan. And it might be tomorrow night. We could see an organized band of storms tomorrow night, as you'll see in just a minute in modeling, and those could be pretty strong. And then for day 3, which is Wednesday, a marginal risk for parts of East Alabama, with the standard slight risk over parts of Georgia and South Carolina. But again, understand, despite all these severe weather risks, don't think we're going to see any widespread rain. Again, maybe tomorrow night, one band coming through here, but still the amount should be pretty light. This is rain for the next 5 days, valid through Saturday morning, suggesting most spots with under 1/2 inch. In the tropics, little MCS came off the coast yesterday, and again, I just don't see that developing with harsh winds aloft. Unfavorable conditions that'll be moving northeast. The bottom line is the Atlantic Basin stays pretty quiet. Hey, model fans, here we go. The GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 1. 594 heat bubble over Texas and Oklahoma. We're on the eastern flank of that. Down below that, weather stays hot, mid-90s today. Isolated storms this afternoon, moving from north to south. Where they do form, they could be pretty strong. This is 4 o'clock this afternoon. And that's what you get. That looked a lot like the radar yesterday. And this is suggesting the bulk of the isolated storms along and south of Interstate 20. Now, tomorrow, a deep surface low under 1,000 millibars is just east of Detroit. And again, all the good dynamics stay north of here, but the air is going to be very unstable during the day. Same thing, will rise up into the mid-90s, maybe upper 90s in spots. In fact, both the GFS, the NAM are at 97. And an MCS-type feature will likely form north of the state. And look at this. This is just after midnight tomorrow night, 1 a.m. Wednesday. And this is showing an organized band of storms dropping in here from the northeast, moving south. And if indeed that happens, those storms could be pretty strong with potential for strong winds here. So something to watch. We're not going to guarantee that's going to happen. Again, this is the high-resolution NAM, the 4-kilometer NAM. But in a setup like this, that is very possible. This is Wednesday at 1 o'clock, Wednesday afternoon. And again, same deal, hot, maybe a storm in spots. We'll have to see how that MCS behaves late Tuesday night. Thursday, hot, muggy, isolated storms, mid-90s. And that's going to be the formula, really, for the foreseeable future. This is Friday, no change. Saturday, as the weekend begins, the 594 ring that represents the center of the heat is just west of the state, but all across the deep south. We're under ridging, the storm track well to the north, and that looks classic for mid to late July. For the weekend, hot, humid, isolated storms, just like the one we just experienced. And there's Sunday, highs mid-90s, maybe upper 90s in spots. Monday of next week, 594 heat ring, a little west of here, and just maybe the heat levels come down a notch or two early next week, but no major change. End of the forecast, pretty much the same deal. Heat ridge all across the deep south, the higher heights a little west of here. Storm track to the north, hot, humid, scattered afternoon storms a possibility. And accordingly, on the ensembles, that's what you see is what you get. That's what you expect. Highs in the 90s, lows in the 70s for the next 15 days. That carries almost through the end of July. And those numbers are a little above average. These are the anomalies July 20th through July 26th. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.